Hey Aquarius, welcome to Star Tarot. This is your general January 2019 reading. Can you believe we are approaching January? Or if you are listening and it is January already, this is just crazy. But if you are revisiting my channel, I do want to thank you so very much for doing so. And if this is your first time here, I do want to welcome you. I have changed my altar a bit. I have moved locations as far as where my altar was before, giving myself a little bit more room. And today I've brought the vibe down just a little bit. I just wanted to have me and my candles and my cards. So I don't have a lot of lighting going on today. I really enjoy the vibe right now. So I hope that you guys are enjoying it as well. I'm sure you'll let me know if you're not. But I do want to get this going and get this moving. So let's just move right on ahead. Of course, like I always say, this is a general reading. This reading will not resonate with everyone. There's no way that it can. So what you're going to want to do is just, pick up what I'm putting down that does resonate and simply leave the rest. Again, this reading is for any Aquarian that has Aquarius in their sun, moon, or rising signs. So if you're feeling like this reading is doing just a little bit for you, but there could be some more information out there, pertaining to your situation, or if it does not resonate for you at all, you're probably going to want to check into your natal chart and check out the videos for your moon and rising signs and see if that speaks a little clearer to your situation or if those pick up where this is left off. I will go ahead and leave a link down below if you need to check out your full natal chart so that you can, play around with the idea of checking out other videos. I never really got into my moon and my rising type of signs until lately. I've always just stuck with my sun sign. So it really is interesting once you get to know the other parts of your chart, and it also helps you get to know a little bit more about yourself. So I'll leave that information down below. Today I am going to be using the Fountain Tarot for majority of the reading, and I will be using my Centennial Rider and Waite to clarify. I am using the Zodiac Oracle for my altar today, so that you see Aquarius, and of course you are an air sign, and I'm going to use those more moving forward. I will be doing some card reviews for any of you that are interested in the cards, the details, and if you would like to purchase those, the information to do so will be down below. I have my own Amazon store, so you can just hit the link and easily get details and purchase them. You're going to want to remember that time is fluid. I think that I have learned that a lot most recently. Some of these events may have already happened, could happen in the next couple of days, couple of weeks, and easily flow into the months ahead. So always keep that in mind. So if you hear something and it seems very far-fetched and you don't see that in the near future, that is why you come to a reader anyway, right? To see the things that you can't see. So if months have gone by and something that a reader may have predicted months ago have not come to manifest, always keep in mind that, this is a spiritual situation and those events could easily pop up in your life, any moment. So, you always want to keep that in mind. And we are just going to go right ahead and be done with all the announcements and get right into your reading, Aquarius. So again, this is your January 2019 general reading, and what I see for you guys right off of the rip, I'm an Aquarius as well, is that there is, right in the heart of this, I see the Tower. A lot of us see the Tower and we start freaking out and we're like, oh God, what the hell is this, But with the Tower in this particular deck, the Fountain Tarot, it speaks about unexpected change. And that is the traditional meaning, but in the traditional meaning, it can speak of, devastation, something really, really shaking you up and making some things not pleasing in your way, but it's all for the greater good. So in this particular deck, it pretty much means the same, but I see this here as not so much a devastation to you, Aquarius. I feel like there is an unexpected change that comes your way. But with you being super intuitive, I think that you already know that something needed to change, and there is something that sneaks up on you. Now, I do feel like you do know there is something coming, but I don't think that you anticipate what this change is completely. Like, I think that you know something needs to change. I think you feel the change and you feel the shift in the universe, but when it comes, it's going to be very unexpected. Now, this change here is going to throw you a little off balance. You will need to regain balance, and for some of you, the tower moment has happened because things have been unbalanced in your life, and the tower definitely can come crashing down so that you can rebuild and bring things back into balance, or bring them into a balanced situation that has never been there. So it's almost like rebuilding a foundation in some way. We're also seeing that with the Two of Pentacles here right next to the tower, there is going to be some very, very difficult situations in terms of decision making. So I do see there being an unexpected change, but I also, all throughout your reading, there is going to be decisions for you, Aquarius, in the month of January flowing into February that will need to be made. Okay. Now, I do see that with the Queen of Swords here, there is some harsh truth that comes your way. And I think, Aquarius, the harsh truth that definitely comes has to do with yourself. I think that you will understand certain situations that you've been a part of, or certain things that have come your way. And it's going to be something that, with this change, with this tower moment, it's going to put a lot of things in perspective for you in the event of past situations. So it's like this tower comes crashing down, but it's unexpected change. It's a good change, but I think that the foundation comes down, and it needs to come down because there are some old behaviors, some old beliefs, some old hurts from the past. And because you will balance this, and because you will start to think about what the next phase is, you will understand that because of the things that you've been through in the past, good and bad, this has really created you to be a very strong and intuitive individual. So it's almost like embracing your your battle that you've been through. It's like, it's almost like when people get tattoos all over their body, and it's like all these stories of all the pain and the past hurts. And it's such a beautiful artwork when you just see it from afar. And then when they start telling you all of the stories about, what this means and what that means, and it's like the trauma and the heartbreak and everything that they've endured, but stepping back and you're looking at these tattoos as artwork, it's simply beautiful. And that is what I see for you, Aquarius. I feel like everything that you've gone through has not been in vain. It definitely has taught you some really valuable lessons, and there will be some celebration that comes out of this. You will be celebrating everything that you've gone through, where you were before as opposed to where you are now. I also see that for some of you, there is going to be some closeness that happens between you and family members and friends. I do see some self-celebration, but I also see some connecting with some family and friends. And I think it's because this tower moment happens, it puts things in perspective, and you feel the desire to be closer to people that matter to you most. It's almost like, the things of the material world no longer matter. It's really trying to get, closer to yourself, excuse me, and the individuals around you that mean the most to you. Sorry, I had to sip some tea here. All right. Now, what I see is that out from the shadows comes reciprocity. There is going to be a very, very good gift for you here, Aquarius. Now, this could be, for some of you, there is some money that comes your way. There could be something that brings abundance into your life. But I also feel like, when we're talking about reciprocity, this is finally getting back what you've put out. So if this means that, you've had a lot of investments out there, you've paid a lot of things, or you've given a lot to people, this is coming back to you, tenfold. But I also feel like not just monetarily, this is reciprocity in someone or others giving back to you in a listening ear, in comfort and support. So I do see that coming here. But from the majority of you, I do see this coming back to you in form of monetary. Right alongside of that is the Two of Swords. So when this reciprocity comes, you're making a decision, because for a lot of us Aquarians, we're free and we want to do things on our own, and we like to give the support and we like to be there for people. And I think that it's going to be very hard for you to accept this return. I feel like, you're almost saying like, I did this not to be rewarded, but because the universe and because the individuals around you. And I do feel like for some of you, there is a love interest, someone that you have given to for a long time that was unavailable, is going to come back and give back to you. And so now it's like you having to make a decision. Can I accept, do I want to accept this return? Because number one, I didn't do it to get a return. And number two, if this is in regards to a love interest, you're not sure if you want to, it's not like you're not sure if you want to move forward with this person. It's like, is this real? Is this person really coming back to give and take, and us to go back and forth as a give and take couple? Or is this person just trying to make it seem as if they're giving something? So there is a decision, again, that you're making. I see decisions across the board, 3 in a row. I'm seeing 3 of Cups here. So 3, 3, 3. So, someone else reading this might say, okay, well, this is third party situation. For some of you, maybe you are juggling 2 people, and that's why the Tower moment is here. There is a decision that you are trying to make here when it comes to reciprocity. So maybe there is a decision between 2 people who is going to be the one to give and take in a union for you. And maybe there is someone that is more taking, so you're trying to decide who will be better for you. So I do see that there. And then, the harsh truth down below with the Queen of Swords and the celebration. For some of you, maybe this is, the harsh truth about a third party situation versus what we just discovered before, just celebrating and really, being truthful with yourself and, really embracing all of the things that you've been through and celebrating. Maybe this is a third party situation. I don't get that full vibe here. If for any reason that does ring true to you, like I said, sometimes I see something different while I'm reading than I saw in the beginning. So I do see there could be the possibility of third party for a small amount of you, but majority of you, that is not the case. So we're just going to move right along. So in regards to this give back, this reciprocity and making a decision, we do have the hangman here, temperance, page of coins, knight of swords, and death in regards to the six of coins and two of swords. So what this says to me is that the decision, the reason why it's such a decision for you is that, you are wanting to take your time to look at this in perspective. For some of you, you are wanting to make sure that you are taking time to look at it not only from your angle, but from others, perspective of it. For some of you that have been dealing with someone so long that you feel like you've been giving, and you're trying to make that decision as to keeping them around, you feel like you have waited a very long time for this person. And right now, what you're trying to do is you're trying to bring in that harmony and peace for yourself. And that's why you're knowing this decision needs to be made. You want this harmony, you want this inner peace, but you're also willing to get your hands dirty, so to speak, and really have some bravery and be very bold and take some steps forward. When I think about the pages to me in any suit, they're just always so ready to take on the world. They're young, they're fresh, they're curious. So I do feel like for you, you do want to take a new route in life, and you're having some curiosity what that would be like, and you are almost wondering, do you want to go into a new direction, try something new, like the page would here with the page of coins. Now I also see that for some of you, the individual that you might be dealing with, that you are contemplating and wanting this peace of mind and wondering, is this reciprocity really here to stay, is with someone that is young, younger than you, or could be younger in spirit. And you are, very enthusiastic about, starting anew. You could be even enthusiastic about, receiving and receiving from certain individuals or from this love interest, and it really is making you feel like maybe I could step out on this. Like I said, for some of us, in this situation, we're a little leery of it because number one, we don't naturally do things to get gain. We just do it from the bottom of our heart. But this again is, excitement. This is action. This is moving forward. This is almost as if, like with the tower here, unexpected change. This is, quick change as well. So you might be, contemplating taking something into a new direction or accepting this new change. And this is going to take transformation, okay? And again, when we first started here, I said that this unexpected change is going to help things get back into balance here. And I do think that there is going to be a death of the old ways. And we saw that down here. We're going to be celebrating the fact that the things that we've been through in the past are no longer, but we are going to use those to move forward, and we are going to celebrate in that. So I do see a lot of change here and a lot of transformation, looking at things from a different perspective and bringing balance and peace for this new phase coming in. Now, the interesting thing here is that with the Two of Wands being present, again, we're talking about decisions. I do feel like, and I'm just going to say this because with the Two of Coins and the Two of Wands, this is handwork. This is having the world in your hands. You have some power here, Aquarius, that I'm not sure that you're aware of. And for some of you, maybe you are aware. This could also be like the magician type of energy. Even though the magician isn't here on the table, this to me is what the magician looks like. Making something happen, having the world in your hands, and putting things into balance. And I do feel like, with this Two of Wands here, I do see that there is a choice, again, that needs to be made between equal opportunities. So either there is something that comes your way and it's like both of these situations are a good deal. So if you are in a third party situation and you're in between two people, it's like who do I choose? Both of these are really great candidates, and it's very hard for you to do that. Again, that's for a small group of people, but for majority of you, I feel like this does talk about a well-balanced person, and again, it's right next to the Two of Coins. But this is the energy of becoming well-balanced and having the world in your hands, and it's like opportunities coming your way, and it's like you get to choose. You get to choose what you want to do. And in that choice, and in you being able to make that choice and you having the power to do so, with the Four of Swords, there is going to be some time that you need to rest and really step back. I see it here with, the Hanged Man, taking some time to look at things in, a different perspective, in all perspectives. But then here, it's like you really are going to get down to where you need to take deeper thought, because this decision that you have to make could change your life, okay, is what I'm trying to say, and could change other people's lives. For some of you, I see this as a career situation. I feel like for some of you, in terms of career, you felt stuck in a job and you get a release. Something happens that allows you to be able to step away from that particular company or position, and you are really contemplating how to either make more money or to make your own money. But I do see that for some of you, this is relationship, but either way, this could change the dynamics of how you live right now. Okay, and so you will need to take some rest and restivity and really get some clarity when it comes to this decision. This isn't a decision that you just make haphazardly, because this will ultimately change the game for you. Now, what needs to happen is there needs to be, again, a lot of focus. This is keeping your eye on the prize. Now, focused on what it is that will bring you success. So if you are talking about this reading in regards to, career and finances, you really need to stay focused on what it is that will get you to the success that you're looking for. So if you are contemplating going a new route during this time of restivity, you need to really be focused on the things that could make up the foundation that would equal success for you. Okay, so don't make any decisions hastily. And we see that down here with the Knight of Swords, being excited and wanting to move forward, but not needing to make hasty decisions, coming in quickly. You definitely need to focus on what makes you happy now and successful. If we're talking about a relationship, you do need to take this time out and focus on building a foundation for yourself first, and seeing how this individual plays into your life and how they could possibly play into the foundation of what makes you happy and what would be successful in a relationship across the board. We're talking about finances, living together, children, home, everything. Does this person fit into the dynamics of what you see in happiness and success when it comes to life, period? Sometimes we want to be with people so bad and we don't take the time to look at how that person could fit into our life. Does that person fit into our life, or is that someone that just enhances moments in our life but isn't there or couldn't possibly be there to carry support or to bring something else to the table? Is this person just a moment in time? So I'm seeing that you need to take some time to consider. Now, what I do see as your outcome in the month of January going through February, I feel like this is going to be heavy on your mind. I don't think that you want to make a hasty decision, and I don't think that you will. But I think that because you're going to be in between reality and what you've known to be reality and what seems almost like a fantasy, is when you're talking about what you would want and what you would need in life, it's like, oh my God, that could be a fantasy that could never even come true. So being in your heads, in between the two realms of reality and fantasy, and again, you are prompted at that point. We're seeing the Four of Swords again, but this is in reverse, and this is prompting you to you will be in your head, but this right here is stating that something is going to happen that is going to cause you to take some time away. Now, this here is not something that you do naturally. Here, you are prompted to get rest and restivity, and, so that you can recover from, trying to make this decision and trying to figure out what you need. You need time away from everyone, a quiet space. But this is the same exact card in reverse in a different deck. This is the Four of Swords. This talks about how there will be a timeout as the outcome. And I think this is what we're seeing here. This Tower moment comes down and causes you a timeout. Okay? Now, this is a time away from work, responsibilities that have come unbalanced. Okay? So here, this is what I'm seeing here. Again, what we said. This Tower moment happens because, there are some things that are unbalanced and need to be balanced here. But because you are in your head a little bit too much, there is going to be a timeout that happens. There could be something again. I'm seeing it again with work. I don't know if maybe the company gets closed down or has to shut down for a short period of time, or something happens where you're not able to carry out your work responsibilities because you are between the decision, should I leave or should I go? Something is going to happen beyond your control because you are locked in between the two decisions. The universe will take care of this for you, okay? And you'll just need to surrender to the situation, okay? You're going to I feel strongly that for some of you, you no longer want to be working where you're working or working for a company or working for someone, period. You want to go out on your own. You want to do something on your own, and you feel stuck and you don't know. You want to leave. You just don't know if you can leave or when you can leave because of money. And you're trying to make a way, and you're trying to see how you can get out of this situation. And this has got you in between in between the two things. It's like, yeah, I would like to do that, but practically I can't do that. I can't just get up and leave because I have bills, I have responsibilities. This right here is going to happen for you because you need a break from that. You'll have a break that comes to you naturally. And it is because of this Tower moment. This Tower moment happens. yes, to get some things balanced, because you need to be able to have time, quiet space to figure out what you need to do. And the universe helps you in this. This is unexpected change. Something is going to happen, and it's going to happen twice. Once with the Tower, okay? And then you're going to be in between your, not wondering oh my God, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? And the universe has your back again. So you don't need to worry, Aquarius. I feel like this is all taken care of. I know it's unexpected. I know that it's going to be scary, but the universe it's almost like you feel like you need to make a decision. But you already know what the decision is. You've already made it. You know that there needs to be change here, and you've made transformations to do that. It's no longer your choice. What is manifesting for you is a gift from the universe. Remember this reciprocity. You're finally getting what you need, and you keep thinking that I have to make a decision, I have to make a decision, I have to make a decision, I have to make a decision. The decision has already been made for you, Aquarius. And same thing with a relationship. If you are trying to decide between two people, the answer is already there, and you really don't need to be wondering which one. You already know which one. But there is going to be some time here that comes that you're going to be able to step away. That is going to be divinely set up from the universe. Now, I don't know if this person, I'm getting the sense that for some of you that are in this relationship dilemma, there is going to be changes when it comes to this relationship, especially for those that live apart from their partner or potential love interest. Something is going to happen to where you won't need to make the decision, okay? There's something on their end or something that will happen. Someone will either move or need to move in or move away from the situation. Something will happen to where you won't have to make this decision. So just know that everything is going to work out. It's nothing that you need to decide here. You've already made the decision. It's just that it hasn't been able to play out. So the universe is definitely going to do that for you. And for some of you that are in this situation, when it comes to this love interest, I did go ahead and clarify some love questions for you here. I'm just taking a look at all of them now. They all came out at the same time. And then we will look at career stuff for those of you that this is hitting home for career. So, yeah. Okay. So, unrequited love. Okay. It says there is not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. All right. So for some of you that are contemplating, between two people, there is someone here that definitely is not fitting the bill. Okay. And I think you know who that is. Across the board, they're not fitting it. If this is one person that you are dealing with, and for a small few of you, that it's not a third party situation, but this person, hasn't given to you in the past, and now they're coming back, and you're wondering, are they really coming back? I'm seeing here that there is romantic feelings. It says your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so yeah, you definitely do deserve to have some romance here. You've been given some things out, calling in your soulmate. It says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So for some of you, there is a soulmate headed your way. Or if you are in the third party situation, one of these people are your soulmate and the other person is not. Okay. And Again, this could be the one. All right, and it says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So strong soulmate situation here. There's somebody here that is definitely your soulmate. So you're almost being prompted to really pay attention, because this person that is in your life already is your soulmate. And then this situation here, when we're talking about wedding, this situation involves marriage. So for some of you, you will take this to another level. Again, when we said something's going to change with the relationships, maybe somebody, if you're caught between two people, maybe someone does propose to you, and that ups the ante, and you know now that that person is more serious than the other one, and the other one, just doesn't have enough love in this situation to move forward with. For some of you, there is somebody that is already married, and you're in a third party situation with them. And remember, we said the universe was going to take care of this. Either you find out that they're already married, maybe you already know that they're married, and something happens with that situation, and so that just seals the deal, and it's like, you know what, I just can't deal with that anymore, and closes out anything that could happen with you and that person moving forward. It makes things easier. Wow, there is like 3 storylines here. It's just a lot. So take whatever resonates with you, okay, Aquarius? I really see a lot going on here. At first, I only saw 1 storyline. Now I saw 2. Now I see 3. All right, so let's have some decks here I want to use. I'm going to use my life purpose deck. And this is why I needed some more space, because I'm going to be using a lot of clarifiers here in these readings. I want to get really in depth here. All right, so for those of you that are in question of this purpose, okay, practice. All right, it says polish your skills by practicing regularly. So for those of you, when we're talking about career and you having to make 2 choices, and when we talk about you having the world in your hands, you have the skill set, you have some knowledge, there's something that you skillfully can do. Now, if you look at this card, for some of you, you're writers, for some of you, you're artists, some of you are just creators, period, with this hand being present here. And so while you are taking some time away from it all, you need to be polishing your skills for this next level, especially if you want to get out of this working situation that you're in now and build something for yourself. You really need to, polish those skills so that you can, get the hell on and do what you need to do in your own right. Because for a lot of you, I see that you just want to have something of your own and want to escape from this, situation here. All right, for some of you, exactly what I just said. The builder card comes out. It says your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. Now, for some of you, maybe you are a builder, maybe you are building things, maybe you're interior design, but this here talks about creating. So for some of you, it's like, I like to create things. And if you go back to this here, building a foundation to what you want to do, there is a lot of you out there that are very creative and like to build things or create things, and you guys are stuck in offices that you don't have to be as creative. There is no artistic room for you. There is no creativity that you can bring to the table, and that can be frustrating when you are a very creative person. So I am seeing that while you are in this restivity moment, you will naturally need to And the universe is going to give you this time to sharpen your skills, to build and create, so that you can accomplish some things that you really need to. All right, for some of you children, your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So for some of you, you are healers and you like to help, you like to teach. And in terms of children, some of you are interested in doing that for and with children. And travel. Some of you will be traveling or would like to do something that involves traveling, not wanting to be stagnant. It says your life purpose involves traveling. So for some of you, this stagnancy and being in offices and, really just doing some things that don't require a lot of creativity is not getting it for you. And lastly, speaker. For some of you, you are motivational speakers. You got people crowding around your desk and listening to what you have to say, and you already are speaking, but not professionally. And it says your life purpose involves your skills of oration, and that just means being a speaker of some kind. So some of you here, I see travel. You could be traveling because you will be a personal speaker. Maybe you'll be speaking on the behalf and teaching and healing children. Some of you are just really good builders and creators and bringing things creatively into the world. And whatever that is for some of you that are watching, you definitely need to sharpen your skills because I do see, sorry if that was loud, I do see you needing to break away from this stalemate of a job or work situation. Now I am going to get, yep, wow, yes, my Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I love when it just brings everything full circle. And let me see, let me see if I have my, yes. Okay, I love to read the descriptions in these cards because I can't break it down the way that this book breaks it down. So overall, when we bring all of this together, this is the Clean It Up card and To the Sea. Okay, so we're going to take a look at both of those cards here, and this will speak to the whole reading here in closing. Okay, so, all right. Getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed is what this card speaks of. All right, so in relationships, it says time to clear the air, take a look at your side of the street, and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours to clean up the relationship. Okay, everyone brings in some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Okay, so again, for relationships, I know that you are evaluating this other person, but you got to clean up your side of things also before you can, again, when we're talking about the Hangman, looking at things from all perspectives. That's what this Clean It Up card. For some of you that are in a third party situation, you really need to clean this up because this is a messy situation. Now, in terms of career and finances, it says simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself too. This card is a sign you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You'll prosper even more when you do. Absolutely. We see here the Four of Swords twice here as you doing that, and the universe. Again, we already talked about it. You're going to get some rest and restivity from this situation. Yes, we need to work. Yes, we need to pay our bills and we need to open up our mail and take care of our responsibilities. But we also need to take some time for us so that we can rejuvenate and, really think about what we need to do. And we are human. We need to be happy and be able to exist in this world and have some happiness and some joy. That gives us pep in our step to be able to be refreshed to do the remainder of the things that we need to do in our lives. So absolutely. So clean it up card is definitely something serious here. Now the last card here with to the sea, like I said here, with this travel card, okay, some of you definitely have a desire to travel or will be traveling, and maybe this is what some of you do in order to get this rest and recovery. Maybe some of you will be taking time away from work and going on a vacation. You definitely need some travel for some of you. There might be something that you end up needing to travel for, and you find that this is something that is needed, and it wasn't like a vacation set for you to be able to rest, but it does end up giving you some solitude that you need. All right. It says, here we go. Now, this is for relationships, and then I will read the description for career. There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires, to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. Exactly. Looking at things from not only just your perspective, and remember, taking this time to think about it before you decide here. That's exactly, again, you're prompted to do that. Now, when we're talking about career, everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up. Let's see. To your most prosperous potential. To get into the flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills. Again, remember, polishing your skills, your talents and abilities, and most important, your core beliefs. Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer one. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness and can expect miracles. Everything you need will come to you easily. Absolutely. So again, the universe has your back. It's going to give you this time away to think about what you need. It talks about bringing your skills to the table. You're going to have them polished. And again, we talked about this. The universe is going to bring something to the table for you. Not only are you going to be able to get a timeout so that you can manifest some things and practice and build your skills and, possibly travel and all that good stuff, you are going to prosper. There is going to be abundance that comes your way, and deservingly so. Wow. Okay, Aquarius. So I hope that this did resonate with someone out there, because there is some very good key points here. Either way, I know that it's hard. It's hard stepping away from relationships. It's hard stepping away from jobs and building your own empire and really working on who's best for you and working on relationships. It looks like the universe has already helped you make the decisions, and it has your back and will allow things to flow. I keep hearing flow. Everything's going to flow. You don't need to worry. I said that to you before. Things are going to work and work in your favor. So I want to say to you guys, just embrace, go with the flow. Have a happy new year, a happy birthday. And I do see really great things here for you guys. And if this did resonate, go ahead and subscribe, comment, email me. Some people have emailed me and said, oh, how come you don't talk about how you can donate to the channel? I don't really get into all that. And if you want to donate to the channel, you can go ahead and email me and I will send you that private information. I'm not here to be receiving donations. So if, people have said, well, you've brought me so much light and I just want to give you a little something, I can't afford a personal reading. If you want to do that, you can email me. So I just had to say that because people keep emailing me about that. But if you are interested in a personal reading, same information down below. And I will be having you guys in my heart, in my mind. I can't wait to see what you guys manifest. This is definitely going to flow into February, so just always keep that in mind. I will see you guys on the other side of the very next reading. Until then, Aquarius, take care in love and light.